Mr. Nabil Sani, Chairperson of Glasgow, Councillor Susan Aiken, members of the executive and wider Glasgow family, our distinguished artist, Jaliba Kuyate and the Kumara Band, honored award recipients, fellow Gambians and friends of the Gambia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum, good evening. Wherever Gambians go, home travels with us. It travels in our names, in our greetings, in the food we prepare, in our music, in the respect we show our elders, and in the hopes we carry for our children. These things remind us of who we are and where we come from. But shared memories alone do not make a strong community. A strong community is built when people look out for each other, when they disagree without hatred, and when everyone, young or old, feels that there is a place for them. This is why our theme tonight, community cohesion and unity whilst in the diaspora, matters so deeply. I thank Mr. Lamin Sane, the executive and members of the Gambians and Friends in Scotland Community Association for the warmth of your invitation and for the work that has brought us together for this cultural weekend. I also thank the wider Scottish community and all the friends of the Gambia who are here with us. Your presence reminds us that unity grows when people meet, listen to one another, and celebrate what they share. My public service has taken me from Banjul to Kigali, Rwanda, to Arusha, Tanzania, from The Hague to London. And in each place, I have learned that people do not remain united simply because they come from the same country. Unity is a choice. It is something we practice through respect, patience, and care. It becomes visible in the way we treat people, especially those who may not be able to offer us anything in return. My years in service of justice also taught me that laws and institutions matter greatly, but they cannot do everything. The law can protect rights, but it cannot visit a lonely person. A policy can support inclusion, but it cannot mentor a child. An embassy can represent a nation, but it cannot replace the kindness through which people recognize and support one another. Strong institutions are necessary, but strong human relationships are what make belonging real. Life in the diaspora brings many opportunities. Gambians have studied, they've built businesses, entered professions, supported relatives, and contributed to the places in which we live. We should be proud of these achievements. The diaspora continues to make an important contribution to families, communities, and national development. But we must also recognize the quieter difficulties. A person may be doing well and still feel lonely. A new arrival may have courage and qualifications, but may not know where to find help. An elderly person may feel forgotten. A family may be facing illness, bereavement, or financial hardship without knowing whom to approach. Parents may worry that their children are losing touch with Gambian culture and language. Young people may feel caught between the country of their heritage and the country in which they are growing up. This is where community becomes important. Community means that no one should face every difficulty alone. It means noticing when someone has withdrawn. It means welcoming the newcomer, visiting the sick, comforting the bereaved, guiding the young and remembering the elderly. It means being present not only during celebrations, but also when life becomes difficult. The true measure of a community is not how impressive it appears at a gala dinner. It is how dependable it becomes in an hour of need. Does the newcomer find an open door? Does the bereaved family continue to receive support after the first days of sympathy have passed? Does a young person who has lost direction find guidance before judgment? Does the person without wealth, status, or influential connections still feel that he or she belongs? There is a wisdom that every mother understands. A family is not strong because its members never disagree. A family is strong because disagreement does not mean the end of the relationship. A mother corrects, but she does not stop caring. She sees the child who is quiet, the one who is struggling, and the one who needs another chance. She knows that holding a family together requires both firmness and compassion. Our community needs that same spirit. We must be able to speak honestly without insulting one another. We must correct what is wrong without humiliating people. We must protect those who are vulnerable and leave room for people to learn, change, and return. We should not turn temporary disagreements into permanent separation. This matters because disagreement can travel with us. Political differences from home can become arguments abroad. Regional, ethnic, religious, and personal differences can separate people who should be supporting one another. We must never allow these differences to become walls around our community. Social media has also changed the way disagreements are handled. A small misunderstanding can quickly become a public dispute. Words are shared before the facts are known, and the harm may remain long after the message has been deleted. We must remember that speed is not truth, and public humiliation is not justice. Unity does not mean silence when something is wrong. It does not mean protecting misconduct or avoiding difficult conversations. It means dealing with problems, but dealing with them fairly. It means listening to all sides, establishing the truth, and seeking a solution that protects dignity. A mature community can demand accountability without seeking revenge. Its strength is not shown by the absence of conflict, but by the fairness and wisdom with which conflict is resolved. We must pay particular attention to our young people. Many young Gambians in Scotland are growing up with more than one identity. They should not be made to feel that they must choose between being Gambian and being Scottish. They can value both. They can carry the strength of their Gambian heritage while taking their full place in Scottish society. We should teach them our history, languages, music, and values, but we must also listen to them. They have questions, experiences, and challenges that may be different from those of their parents. They need mentors, career guidance, opportunity to lead, and safe spaces in which they can speak honestly about identity, discrimination, mental well-being, and responsibility. Our young people are not visitors to our culture. They are the ones who will carry it forward. If we want them to remain close to the community, they must be invited to participate in shaping its future. We should give them roots, but we must also give them room to grow. Culture is not only what we wear, eat, or perform. Culture is also how we treat people. It is how we welcome a guest, how we speak to an elder, how we respond when a neighbor is in need, and how we use whatever influence we may have. Our culture remains alive when its values can still guide us in our daily lives. This evening, the Korah gives us a beautiful picture of unity. Its strings do not all produce the same note. Each has its own sound and its own place, but together they create great music. In the same way, unity does not require us to become identical. It asks us to bring our different gifts, our different experiences and voices together for the good of the community. That shared purpose must include service. The contribution of the diaspora is not measured only by the money sent home, even though it's very important. It is also measured by the knowledge we share, the young people we mentor, the businesses we help to build, the community projects we support, and the opportunities we create for others. Our love for the Gambia should also make us good neighbors in Scotland. Respect for the law, participation in community life, friendship across cultures, and service to others do not weaken our Gambian identity. They show the values of our country at their best. We honor the Gambia when our conduct earns trust and respect in the places where we live. I also wish to recognize the quiet work upon which communities so often depend. It is found in the person who prepares food for a grieving household, accompanies someone to an appointment, translates a document, organizes a youth activity, mediates a dispute, or calls an elder who has not been seen for some time. Women have carried a great part of this social work across generations. Frequently, they do so without title or recognition. The women's contribution must be valued, must be shared and supported. A community cannot continue to depend upon invisible sacrifice while failing to recognize those who hold so much of its daily life together. That spirit of service and courage is present among us tonight. And I wish to make special mention of Mr. Lamin Konjira, who is being honored for heroism. When a man was in danger during a devastating fire in Glasgow, Mr. Konjira acted with extraordinary courage and rescued him. Mr. Konjira, your action was brave, selfless, and deeply compassionate. You have brought great pride to the Gambia and you have inspired us all. You have shown that community is not only about those who share our nationality. It is also about recognizing the value of every human life and having the courage to act when another person is in danger. Your actions give real meaning to the values we are discussing tonight. Courage is shown when a difficult moment arrives and another human being needs help. Through your bravery, you reminded us that service to humanity is one of the highest expressions of community, and we honor and salute you. To all other award recipients, I offer my warm congratulations. May this recognition encourage you to continue serving and to help others rise with you. An award should not only remind us of what we have achieved, it should remind us of what more we can do. Let your example open a path for someone else. To Jaliba Kuyate and the Kumera Band, thank you for keeping our history and culture alive through music. The Korah carries memories from one generation to another. May its music tonight remind us that our story continues through the values we pass on and the community we build together. Ladies and gentlemen, no association, embassy, or institution can create unity on behalf of a people. Leaders can encourage it and programs can support it. But unity is ultimately built through our daily conduct. It grows through simple choices that may never receive public recognition. It begins when we telephone someone, who has been quiet for too long, welcome a newly arrived family, guide a young person, refuse to spread an unverified story, settle a disagreement fairly, or give our time to a common cause. It grows when we choose patience over pride, truth over rumor, and service over personal recognition. When we leave Hampton Park tonight, let us carry more than photographs, awards, and pleasant memories. Let us leave with a promise to care more, listen more, and serve more. Let it be said of the Gambian community in Scotland that we kept our culture alive, made room for everyone, and stood together when it mattered. Like the Korah, may our different voices create one beautiful music. Different journeys, one community. Different generations, one responsibility. Different gifts, one shared purpose. And may our unity be strong enough to face disagreement, generous enough to include everyone, and active enough to improve the life of others. May God bless Gamska, the Gambian community in Scotland, the friendship between the peoples of the Gambia and Scotland, and our beloved Republic of the Gambia. I thank you for listening.
Hey, you are a chewing gum out there, that transport. Glasgow, definitely, my tripod.